The state tree of New York, sugar maple, Acer saccharum, in the maple family, or the Aceraceae. And saccharum actually means sugary, referring to the very sugary sap. A large tree will yield about 50 gallons of sap in a very good spring, and that sap, when boiled down, will yield about a gallon of maple syrup, which can then yield about 8 pounds of maple sugar. The sugar maple is really one of the most beautiful trees in the northeastern United States. Not only are the leaves very handsome as they are, but in the fall it is one of the most striking of all the fall colors, tending to go from reds to oranges, not that much yellow, but really some beautiful blends of the warmer colors. Sugar maple will live for about 400 years. It is a really beautiful tree, but it is also very site sensitive, so it just cannot be planted in places that are very droughty or very salty. For example, roadsides are not a particularly good place where the roads are salted. All maples have a fruit that is called a samara, and the samaras are very distinct for each species. In the case of sugar maple, they're relatively small and they're at a very slight angle to one another. And of course, they're dispersed by wind when they dry. The bark on sugar maple is also distinct. The specimen here is showing very nicely what happens instead of the ridged and furrowed bark that occurs on many species. This bark tends to have these plates that peel out over time. Sugar maple is also quite valuable timber species, used for all kinds of specialty items as well as for furniture and for flooring. It really is one of our finest, most valuable hardwoods. So it's an excellent tree for the landscape, for the production of maple syrup, and for timber, one of our most versatile and important tree species. About 20% of all the trees in New York State. Acer saccharum, sugar maple.